Hello, and good morning. There is the bell. How are we doing today, guys? Happy Friday. I hope everybody had a very Merry Christmas, if that's your thing. Man, SPY looking great here this morning. The all-time high is at 691.19. SPY is about 20-something cents away from there at the high here at open. Wow, we're seeing SPY do pretty good here today. Pretty decent price action overall. I'm liking it. That's what we like. Oh, yeah. Uh-oh, SPY. Don't be turning around on us. You're looking red like Santa's sleigh. Turn back. Uh-oh, SPY's not having the best reaction here at that all-time high. We had that really good move. Oh, man. Guess we'll have to see how this opening volatility shakes out. Got a big wick up. Now we posted the candle down. It closed down. Wow. Ramirez says SLV and Palladium, Platinum, all running. SLV looking pretty good with the gap up. I like that jump up to like 68.60. Pretty good. That's not bad at all. Good jump there, silver. There's Tesla. $485. Let's see the low here. $484.70. Oh yeah. Tangy Man likes the tunes today. Hell yeah. That's right. That's what I thought people would start saying today when I heard it myself. Good morning, though. Hope everyone's had a great holiday, great time with their family. If not, hey, hope you enjoyed it either way. Raphael, Outlaw, Zach, Fisher, Aoli, Sharpie, Tangy, Jake, Ramirez, Ahmad, Cameron. He goes, oh, I'm back. I wish it would show us your old username. Jason. How we doing? How we doing? Losing better. Goose. Man, Tesla now is turning over. It looked like they were doing pretty good off the bat, too. Nvidia's the fun one with their gap up and hold and continuation. Let's look at the Mag 7 setup here. Oh, yeah, Nvidia's still trying to move up. Unfortunately, Amazon's down. Meta's down. Kind of dragging on the SPY a bit. Nobody wants to see that. You like that view? the Mag 7? See the watch list today. What's leading it? FAT is leading the day. 6.14%. XPEV, LI, DJT, NEO, BTG, and NVIDIA down there. NVIDIA in the top 10. 1.5%. Beating out all these growth stocks that normally move like crazy. To the downside, we have a few of these growth stocks that we watch quite a bit, like SMR, for example, down around 4.4, 4.5%. QBTS down over 5%. Oh, yeah, 26. QQQ's coming back. The NASDAQ is coming back alive. 625. All right. Not too bad. How about the weed stocks? Tilray, CGC. CGC's been pretty fun the past few weeks, of course, but things shift. SMR's getting close to bargain land. Let's go look at it really quick. I know it's been falling down, but how low is it now? Oh, wow. Yeah, it is. It's starting to break under a big trend as well. Let's turn our drawings on. See that trend starting to give out? It's looking rough here. Not very good. Excuse me. You still a cover call? Ooh, that makes it easy then if it's dropping. QQQ, how we doing? Still pulling back here? Yep, little bit. Was trying to recover actually, but slowed up. SPY on the 1 minute just pulled back slightly, but made a new all-time high there just a minute ago. There it is for all the bulls out there. Who's excited?
All right.
There we go. SPY got it done. So today is actually historically the best trading day of the entire year. I don't know if you guys knew that, but looking at some of this data going back to 1953 here on Market Watch, looks like the source is Bespoke Investment Group. They always make a lot of cool charts. Whenever we look at the chart here, you can see at the bottom, let me make sure that it's not being covered up by the, yep. So down here in the bottom, you can see how it says 0.54, right where my cursor is right now. This is the best day of the year, December 26th. It's 0.54% on average. That's the amount that the SPY goes up generally on these days, or at least the S&P 500 itself, the SPX. But that beats out the other best days, like 0.48, which is November 24th. Another good day as we go through 0.44 on April 9th. So, you know, a really good day there. But just looking at it, that's great to see. It's like far and above the best day of the year. Looks like November 28th is another big one as well, 0.51. No, that is October 28th, sorry. Got my columns messed up. A lot of data points on these charts, but it's interesting, right? 0.54. A lot of people don't realize that, I don't think, especially given that it's, you know, a lot of times the trading day after Christmas. Sometimes it falls on the weekend, so it doesn't always get there, but yeah, there we go, SPY. $691.33. There we go. Get it. How much is SPY up now? Because on average, it's 0.54%. Okay, so to get there, we'd have to go up by quite a bit more. But that new high has been achieved. We're seeing great gains start to come into play. Keep it going, SPY. There's a lot of good momentum here. I think a lot of people are going to be looking at riding this wave up, right? Tom Lee will force the SPY to 7,000 this year. Let's go see SPX. How close is it? You know, I guess 7K is not too far out, but let's just see percentage-wise. I mean, it's only 1% away. It's not very far. It's not very far at all, actually. Gosh, by the end of the year, though, there's only a few trading days left. That would actually be really cool if it happens. I'll be excited. At the rate money's losing value, premium is worth 5 times what it will be at expiration. SPY 691.50 testing now. See if we can get through here. I'm sure that we can with the SPY. You know, it's just a little slow chop up. It's not like the SPY is breaking out and truly like blasting, but we are seeing pretty decent PA. It'd be nice to see it go higher than 0.15% to the upside. So I'm definitely looking for more of a rip here into the afternoon, but time will tell, I suppose. Santa's taking a break this year. You think so, Coconut? I wouldn't think so. Tenacious D says, do you agree waiting 15 to 30 minutes after market open to trade? Not really. I don't really love doing that all the time. I mean, of course, there's always going to be opportunities within the first 30 minutes, which is possible. Obviously, anything can happen, but... Sorry, guys, just 1 second here. Does the market close at 4? It closes at 1 p.m. Sorry, at 4 today, yes. It closes just like normal. Like a normal trading day. Sorry, I almost misspoke there because I keep telling everyone. I was so used to saying 1 on Wednesday there. But yes, it will close like normal today. Everything's all good. Yep, 4 p.m. Eastern time. 3 p.m. Central. I'm assuming that as we get later in the day, things are going to slow up a bit as far as investors are concerned, but I'm loving this PA still. SPY's moving well. 691.50 breaking out. Destroy that like button if you're enjoying it up, though, this morning so far. Surprised to see a lot of people trading today following Christmas yesterday. I thought that the market would be pretty dead. like getting socks for Christmas. Hey, the SPY's been doing pretty good here. It's been moving in a fairly decent way. A lot better than I thought it would, if I'm being honest. There goes Tesla, 489. Rejection. Wow, what a big move back with Tesla. They had that decent opening run, but wow, what a big pullback. Let's go to that Mag 7. See what we're looking like here. Apple and Nvidia looking good. Nvidia looks like it wants to break out again here. Amazon on the bottom right starting to come back, which I think is a big help. As long as we see the other 3 taper off, it should be all right. But yeah, the market does close normally today. So that'll be one thing to keep in mind. Go all the way to the bell. You could act like it closes at 1 though, and you could just get off early. Bank of America pulling back. Let's see, JP Morgan. Yep, pull back there too. How about DraftKings? Hey, DraftKings with a little pop up here today. Looking at the daily, DraftKings, it got destroyed there for a few weeks, couple months, and starting to come back now in a pretty decent way so far. See if it starts to hold this range down here. You know, over here on the left, back at the beginning of October, it tested support around 32.40. It would be nice to fall back down to there and test again for a possible snipe. Man, SPY, that is a big jump. Very good jump there. 691.65. I just love to see it breaking out. Love it. Now it is starting to pull back intraday, but that was a nice jump. There we go, though. Pulling back now all the way under 691 again. Kind of testing it here. Uh-oh. Yeah, Santa's coming to town, though. That is nice. It's a lot of good action down, actually. You know what they say, the stairs up and the elevator down, right? Hey, you're like an EOSE? Nice. Yeah, Mike was really eyeing this one up. EOSE to the downside, so it is moving down pretty good here, 1.9%. Oh yeah. Novo pulling back rough. How about UPS today? Nothing. Nothing crazy. Leading the watch list today is XPEV, XPEV, Chinese EV company. I guess you'd say automaker, I don't know. Electric automaker, I believe. Yeah, they're saying smart electric vehicles. Okay. Here's their website if you guys didn't know. There we go. Kind of looks like a Tesla inside. I don't know. Similar stuff, I guess. What the? This looks like a Honda or something. This one looks nice. It kind of looks like a Chevy Blazer. I actually like this. This is not bad. What about the G6? Oh, they're copying the Pontiac G6? Oh, I can't do that one. How about P? Oh. The P7. Okay. Sounds like a gun. Alright. Interesting. Been a while since I've looked at their website, seen what they had to offer. I think they look decent. What do you guys think? I'll take it. G9? Yeah, that's what I thought too. Yep. Yeah, VT, I saw you just ask in the chat, I believe, too. Sometimes you gotta be patient. Mike said today's a bit slower than normal. Yeah, especially with the SPY getting choppy here. There wasn't like a big direction picked. Let's go check some of these stocks that are dying. USAR. USA Rare Earths. Where's that guy with the meme of us where he pokes the stock market with a stick? This one? Sorry for the bad quality on that, but I got it pretty quick. Come on, Santa. Today's historically the best day of the entire year. Get it going. Met said, get on the phone with Santa. Ask him if the rally's coming or not. He forgot our presents. We can all be on the naughty list. That's funny. Man, Spy, if you're pulling back like this, I'm going to have to go grab an energy drink really quick. Elon said his competition is the Chinese. Rare earths, for whatever reason, are down hard. Yeah, I see that on here. TMC actually leads the way almost on the watch list. FLY had been flying in the short term, but it's slowed up here today. Definitely one to watch for, possibly back down. NIO up 1.7% only. Elon said his competition was the Chinese. Yeah. That's kind of funny, isn't it? That's pretty funny. Sorry guys, just getting a bunch of stuff together really quickly. Sorry about that. Just 1 second. All right. Here we go. Sorry for that. Had to take care of something really quickly. Man, Target. What's up with Target? Was there some news? What's the deal with Target? TGT moving well. Top of the watch list, 3.2%. Just had a big jump up over 100 here. I don't see anything on the Stock Labs news at all. But this seems pretty huge. The daily PA looks good. Hope you did too, Steven. Good morning, good morning. Hey, that's all right. Give it some time. Give it some time today, Wolf. Don't always have to force anything, right? Don't always have to force something. You can always use the other tools in the Discord to help you out, maybe if you want to find something else too. SM Bot is spewing out MSTR puts. Wow, MSTR has fallen down again today. Strategy. Look at that, breaking under the recent low pretty much. We might be starting to see a flush take hold. I mean, that does keep happening, so pretty nasty. Is Jack in the Box closing forever? What? What do you mean? I almost went there last night. I didn't hear that. Let's see. Oh, shit. Jack in the Box shut down more than 70 stores. Oh, no. Wow, it says Jack in the Box will close operations at 120 locations. Oh, I guess it's not all of them, but it's a lot. Man, I've actually been liking Jack in the Box quite a bit. It's one of my favorites, but damn, that sucks. Red Lobster, TGI Fridays. The TGI Fridays by my house closed down too. Wow, yeah, I didn't even see that news. I guess it's not the biggest news out there, but maybe Jack in the Box closing will be a good thing so people can't eat those death tacos anymore. Those are like my favorite, but I very rarely have them because they're just so bad for you. Man, Tesla dropping 480 coming up now. They serve burgers in the morning. Wow, that's pretty cool. I didn't know that. Yeah, I'm not a big breakfast guy either. I actually had a steak yesterday for breakfast. I made a steak on the stove and then made the fiance and the daughter some eggs. Wendy's every time is like 30 bucks. You can never find a BK near you? I used to hate BK, but lately they're the head and shoulders amongst the rest. Yeah, I like them a lot, Bob. It's hard to beat like a fresh Whopper to me. It destroys like McDonald's burgers, honestly. Yeah, I don't know what it is, but for like the double cheeses and stuff, I never get them there, but I'm gonna get that this weekend now for sure. I'll bet you. I'll be getting it soon. Probably today. Probably today. The flame broiling at BK is good. Yeah, it definitely is up there. Do they have a stock? Let's see. I'm sure that they're owned by like Yum or somebody like that. Let's see. QSR? I actually have the fiance going out to grab McDonald's breakfast today. I'm having biscuits and gravy. Speaking of McDonald's stock, MCD. Oh. There we go. Yeah, Mickey D's. Pulling back from their resistance here in the shorter term. Maybe we can start to see it get through, but Mason said, what does everyone get for Christmas? I got a new Vice golf hat. I wear hats like every single day, though. That'd be funny, Rick. Made a significant investment in Target. Let's go, Target. It is getting pretty low here, isn't it? I know a lot of people are truly looking at it in the shorter term back up. Not even as a joke. QUBT pulling back harshly. That's a pretty big, nasty drop there by QUBT. I don't love seeing that. Money, ammo, and more money. Tangy Man's rich. Is Nvidia cooked? Ooh. It does look pretty cooked today. Oh. Hey, same, Coconut. If I don't get tacos or I don't get egg rolls, then that's what I get. Those egg rolls there are hard to beat, though. I haven't had those in years, though, honestly. Man, I must be hungry this morning, because hard not to talk about the food today. It's always something people like to talk about, too. It's funny. Mason, somebody got one of my buddies got a pair of Meta glasses. And he was running around playing football with them on, and it was pretty cool. That was pretty neat. Man, Nvidia, that's a bad drop here. I'm going to watch it very close to this support. I'm going to look at the top of that wick from pre-market open. Close to 190, 190.30, 190.50. Somewhere in this range is going to be where I look at support. Possibly for a hold. They've got a little gap to fill here from this morning. Down to like 188.50 or so. I don't know. It's the best trading day of the year. Maybe we'll see a bit of an afternoon rally start to take hold. The market closes at the normal time today, 4 p.m. Eastern. Yeah, it's so cool, Mason. I didn't realize how good of a view it would give you like that. I might honestly buy some myself. Thoughts on MU? Micron. Oh man, they had a great pop again in pre-market, made new highs, but now turned over kind of hard, yeah. 284.60 coming up. It's a bit rough there by MU on the pullback today. I guess they got a little bit overextended in the short term, if we're being honest. That is a pretty big overextension. Thoughts on MRVL? That's another chip stock. How's it doing this morning? Same exact action. These two stocks look pretty rough. I would say you could look to continue them down in the shorter term, possibly for quick scalps. Of course, if it turns around, you'll have to adjust, but I think this is pretty nice. Morning, Tom. Hope you and the family had a great holiday. You too. You too. That goes out to everybody. I hope we all had a great break over the past day and a half or so. Get ready for the weekend here. Let's end the week on a nice note. I would like to see the SPY hold up, but hey, all the way back below, testing 690 now again. Even fell below there for a few seconds. Uh-oh, SpaghettiOs. I haven't heard that term in a long time. I guess I'm watching too much kids shows recently. Pretty rough. It's red too, which, you know, it's kind of like SpaghettiOs. Man, Tessie, 480 breakdown. Gonna be testing the low from Wednesday. The chart looks strange how the market closed early there. Looks funky. All right, guys, quick intermission. Give me just a moment. Gonna go grab a quick drink real quick. I have some Dr. Pepper with my name on it. I'll be right back. All right, we are back. Mag 7 here. Looking like it's starting to coil back up a bit. A lot of these stocks that have been pulling back over the past few minutes are starting to recover. So far, that's a pretty decent sign. Will there be a video release today? No, there won't be, Aioli. We never release videos on Friday. We generally release videos the day before the markets open. This week was a rare exception where Tuesday's video covered Wednesday and today because of Christmas, but most of the time only on nights before a trading day. So for example, Sunday night through Thursday night on most weeks. What's up, Demure? The Christmas tree's coming down today. What? You're already taking it down. That's crazy. All right, so then there was news with TGT that came out. Apparently, an investor said they were taking a stake or something. Let's see. An unknown investor? Yeah, Financial Times indicating activist investor built a stake. Okay. All right. I could see it with how with how low it's become, and it's starting to base and get very close to big support. I'm not surprised. It actually just touched big support. Yeah, it did. It tested recently around 85. Pretty perfect touches there. I think it's in a decent spot to go for a breakout. You just got to be ready. And, you know, if it does chop for a little longer, you got to be ready for stuff like that before it runs. A lot of times with options traders they'll think they can buy, like, I don't know, 6 months expirations or something. And, you know, if it does something like this, by the time the 6 months is over, you might be in the L with data decay timed in. And hey, I was pretty good, Demure. I had a good one. Nothing too crazy this year, which I liked. I liked it. What about you? Hopefully everything was nice. Did you dig a hole? Friday nights are for closers. Steaks are for closers. I'm going to close this out like Edwin Diaz. You had some expensive steaks. Hey, there you go. I had a ribeye over the weekend, but nothing too nuts. Tom, you know what happened yesterday? I do not. What occurred? This will be interesting. All right, Spy, come back. All right, let's see. Bouncing around 689, 60, 690. Back above it now. All right, might be getting a little bit of a comeback starting. Let's see. I have a Santa Maria tri-tip in the fridge. Was gonna grill it yesterday, but it was rainy and windy AF here. Nobody likes the wind. It's been pretty windy around me too, but it's also been hot, which is strange. Like today, the high is 67. A lot of times around this time of the year, you know, it's like freezing outside. Or worse. We went from having highs of 15 degrees a few days ago to highs of 67 today. I took my e-bike to Coronado. I was exploring around the Hotel Del, and the outside, as I was about to leave, you were stopped by security. Wow, it's in the 40s, Tangy? Dang. Yeah, it's pretty insane how warm it's been. Even in like Chicago, the high is 50. Hell, if the market wasn't open, I'd probably be playing golf today. Thanks a lot, market. No, I'm kidding. It's been sunny and 80 degrees. There you go. In Tejas. Oh, it was the way you were dressed? I see. Were you trying to look scary, Demure? He said I was wearing military surplus gear. Man, Tesla has not stopped on this huge pullback here. All that bombing. Maybe shifting the weather. Uh-oh. People are starting to get upset with the Santa rally here. We're going to have to take Santa Claus and give him a piece of our mind. Maybe we can still make a new high today. We already broke out the new all-time highs, but it would be nice to get really past 691.65, 691.50, something like that. That would be perfect. I should have slept in. Who knows? Maybe the SPY will start recovering here. It's looking pretty decent. Get a little recovery action for you. Man, the soda from McDonald's is just something else. Everyone talks about the Coke. Man, even the Dr. Pepper there is really good. Santa likes gold and silver. Whoa, GLD made a comeback after that morning drop. I didn't think there'd be any way that these guys came back. Wow, silver up 5% again now with that move happening. I have not looked at him since that opening drop today. Wow. There is actually some really good gold and silver stats I'll show you guys too. Let me see if I can find it here. I should be able to. Ah, here it is. Here we go. Here's the data showing that gold over the past 20 years has moved up 95% of the time during the Santa rally. Gold miners and silver do very well also. Platinum too. So gosh, I mean, this is some really good data to help support these precious metals into the end of the year. Everybody's probably getting their Santa money buying up gold and silver. Silver was trading close to 80 an ounce in China, where they actually trade physical contracts, not just paper. I haven't looked into trading the actual physical contracts in a long time, like with silver futures, for example, but yeah, I know that the mass majority of futures contracts trading is generally not with the physical, not tied to the actual physical delivery, as we'll say. Bitcoin whales are moving into precious metals. I have seen a lot of people upset that Bitcoin has been dropping while gold and silver have been popping. I know, because a lot of people have been saying that Bitcoin's the new gold and yada, yada, yada. You know, people say things all the time, right? But it doesn't make it right. Thoughts on BMNR? Difference between SLV and AG, Tom. I believe SLV deals a lot with physical silver. AG, let's see. AG, First Majestic Silver Corp. Is this like a silver miner? Let's see. This is a good question for ChatGPT. Without doing a ton of research here where we bore people. Yeah, so SLV ETF tracked to SLV is an ETF designed to track the price of physical silver. AG is a silver mining company. Okay. Yeah, that's exactly what I thought. It seemed more like a silver maker, silver miner, something like that. Based off the name specifically. But yeah, SLV just follows more of like the physical silver. You can actually type in silver on TradingView and you'll see it comes up here with the commodity CFD. You click on that. That is like the actual, price of silver per ounce in US dollars. You can also go to SI, which is going to be silver futures. This one might be priced a little bit different, but again, it moves like almost the same way. Same thing with GC. If you're looking at gold, you can look at GC, which is gold futures, which is a really good way to look at it as well. Man, Tesla's still dying. 475 coming up. You see beads of sweat on Tom Lee's eyebrow. Bitcoin, 200K this year. It's not even going to be above 100K. Tesla's getting rocked. Yeah, it is. Got any levels to watch for on Tesla? My gosh, that sell-off's getting nasty. Personally, I'm looking at like 473. I kind of like how there's been a lot of hits around that lately. This area where it's trying to hold right here, 470, 480, 475, is also pretty decent support, but just not as, it doesn't line up quite as good. Thoughts on BMNR? Yeah, this one's a big one for him too. BMNR turning over here pretty bad in the short term. Let me zoom in. You know, if you include this crazy move from back at the beginning of July, it makes it look crazy on the chart. You zoom in a little bit, it starts to look more normal. What's up, Bob? What is going on? You're having a great one today, ending the week strong. Going into Friday. A lot of chop on SPY, though. I gotta say, lots of chop. As long as we keep holding this 690 support, though, I like this. SPY actually filled its gap, and then is now trying to move up off that gap fill. I still think that there could be some decent SPY action into the afternoon. It might be slow and choppy, though. But just because it's slow and choppy doesn't mean it's terrible. Fingers crossed Tesla found its bounce. 474 got close to like that bigger support that I was talking about there. The level I was watching at least, you know, got to 475 as well. Yeah, starting to bounce. That is a lot of red 5-minute candles in a row on Tesla. I would definitely think that there could be a spot where it starts to try to bounce here. I'm not saying it won't be overall negative on the day, but we might be getting a bit of an intraday recovery starting. What's your thoughts on SMR? Is it a buy or a buy? It's a bye-bye right now for me. I don't love SMR right now, how it's starting to break under this trend line. This is a very negative sign in my eyes. This is a big deal for it to be breaking the trend right here. So, to me, I'm not buying it right now. I would wait on the sidelines for it to break down more. I mean, I could see it at least getting to 11, if not even lower than that. So, just watch out. I think in the future, SMR could be a decent buy, but for right now, I'd be pretty careful with it. Play it safe, play it careful. Funny how Tesla's turning around made SPY go down. Back in 2020, the market did exactly what Tesla did. Now it hates it. Ha! I'm not going to say it did exactly what it did, but it might have moved up quite well during some points. I wonder how correlated Tesla was on like the slick charts here. Like if you go to the S&P 500 weightings, it'd be very interesting if we could go back and see what the weighting was back then, just to see. Right now Tesla's about a 9. Granted though, Tesla could have even though it is 9, it can still impact the rest. Yeah, everyone loves to say that Tesla inverses the SPY now. It's not too bad, it just no one ever talks about it on the days where they move together, you know. It says it's a 0.81, which is kind of decent. I was always surprised that Apple's had such a bad correlation with SPY over the past couple years. Right now it's 0.77. It's gotten better, but especially in 25, like when Apple had that big massive drop, I mean, it was just a weird time for Apple, and compared to the overall market, it was strange. It was strange there for a bit. Yeah. Remember they had all these problems with like China sales and all this stuff, and it was causing a lot of negativity. But of course, if you look at stuff like Microsoft and Google and stuff, it's better, like 0.84. Google, I think, is going to be way better. 0.88. And then, of course, NVIDIA, the big boys, like 0.95. Oh, yeah, I was right. 0.95. 99.9999. You're so stoked about full self-driving and Optimus. That'll be really fun, Coconut. I wonder how FSD is going to really develop over the years. I could eventually see, now, you know, this is going out a long time in the future. I don't know how long. But I could eventually see people arguing that human driving is not safe anymore. Like, I eventually could see that, like, hey, to make roadways safer and better, we need everyone to do full self-driving only. And, like, they'll eventually take away, like, the driving aspect. I have that weird feeling that, like, a long way in the future, that'll probably be the case. I don't know. You're gonna have to get rid of these good old boys from the United States, though, I'll tell you that, because we're not gonna let them not let us drive. I'll tell you that. That would be very hard, but I think it would definitely start in Europe where, like, you know, they don't really have a say. You know, it'll probably start over there where the government will just say, hey, you have to do this now. That would be my guess. Or China. Something like that. Once they start seeing all the numbers, you know, they'll argue it here eventually. Oh, that's a good point. Demir says the insurance companies won't let that happen. You're right. That'll hurt them quite bad, wouldn't it? I guess if they truly weren't getting in accidents ever, right? Or at least more rarely. Back to SPY. It's an interesting concept. Yeah, they need that paper for sure. Coconut said Gen Z is killing the car culture in the US. You know, the good news is a lot of people I know that are younger, they really love cars. It might not be the same type of culture. You know, a lot of them love like their little BMWs and stuff, but it's still pretty nice, at least seeing a lot of people like them. That's true, Ramirez. It's like the servers mess up and all the cars go haywire. That would be terrible. Just gets you thinking a little bit. Not that it has to be like that, but... That movie, I, Robot, is so interesting. It's kind of like Optimus, and then they also had stuff with the cars. In that movie, I, Robot, all the cars were, like, automated, but the one guy could, like, override his system and drive it. It was pretty cool. Yeah, AWS is down, no one can drive. That's what I was thinking about, how that happened recently. Amazon holding its ground today, but really not the best action. Kind of boring and slow. Kind of like the SPY, except at least SPY had a bigger chop, I would say. At least it seemed like it was a little bit better on the price action. Hey, it looked better to me, right? No good sports sedans anymore. Only like 2 left. Car makers are discontinuing the good cars also. No, I did not see that, Tangy Man. He said that there was there was bad traffic in San Francisco. There was a total power outage and the Waymos froze up and blocked traffic. That sounds like a pain in the ass. 20 plus vehicle pileup on 80 in the Sierras through Donner Pass. Wow. Cars now are too overly complicated, bloated with tech to make them fuel efficient. You know, there is a lot of tech that goes into that, but they're not like that crazy, really. Like we have I have a hybrid Toyota RAV4. It's essentially just a RAV4, except under the back seat, there's just now a little hybrid engine, hybrid motor. Kind of helps power some of the wheels. I guess it does add a lot of crap in, but... I know you got all that evap stuff too. Hey, that's pretty cool, Blue-Eyed Wolf. Those will be neat to see. Tesla has been holding that support well all day. Pretty good holds for now. But guys, right now there is a special deal going on, a new Christmas deal. Yup, if you missed the Black Friday deal for the trading floor, check out the link in the chat down below. Check out code CRUSH2026 at checkout. This will take $150 off the yearly for you. Use code CRUSH2026. This will be for the new year and for Christmas. All right, there we go. Yeah, it's still on sale for now. They said December sales still going. Demure's out of here. Happy weekend. See you later, Demure. Be careful driving around in your surplus gear. Hell yeah, I like seeing CPNG doing good. Kupang off support. Wow, that big money trader might have known something here. Good morning, Tom. When does the sale end? After the new year, Olson. You have just a few days left. It'll be some point shortly after the new year. Nothing is super established with it, so just get it while it's here. In the future, cars and pods with no steering wheels. Yeah. That's just like the movie iRobot. That's kind of what they looked like. $473.75 low of the day on Tesla. Very close there, $473.85 more of. And Demolition Man? I haven't seen that one. Give me the pod. I don't blame you. Check out Yum. All restaurants will be Taco Bell. Oh, okay. It has Wesley Snipes and Sylvester Stallone. Okay. Yeah, I'll have to see that one, Tangy Man. That one sounds very interesting now. Yum Brands came back well. How's Jack? Jack in the Box moving at all? It does seem like they're trying to hold up after recently popping up a little bit following their last earnings. It's kind of funny. I know that they announced these store closures, but Even Santa's using AI. Go see Palantir really quick. BlackRock owns Santa. BlackRock owns almost everything. You never go to tacos on purpose? I don't know about that. Walmart today, check them out. Oh wow, Walmart's actually kind of consolidating here at the high of the day. But they're not a big mover, but this could be an interesting end of the week move here, an end of the week rally. Man, these weird 3x leverage ETFs are so weird. TSLI. Always interesting there. Starting leaps on BMNR here. Bitmine Immersion Technologies. Poor Bitmine. How's Bitcoin? Down a lot today, too. Geez, like from open, Bitcoin really died off here. But alrighty, guys. I think we're going to go ahead and call the stream there. I hope everybody has a great Christmas weekend. I know we already had a great Christmas week. See if the SPY can start to turn around and come back here into the end of the day. Maybe get an end of day recovery started. I'm going to go grab some food really fast. Pretty good end of the week here. I would say the SPY got very slow and choppy here, but overall, we'll say it's okay. We have to make Santa feel happy so that we can get that end of the day move started. Lots of growth stocks flying down today. FLY is leading the watch list down over 10%. USAR, like the rare earths companies, TMC, the metals corp, or the metals company, I mean, all of them kind of falling off. Oof, yeah, that's kind of nasty. Alrighty, guys, I'll talk to you later. Have a great rest of the day. Have a great weekend. Don't forget to use code CRUSH2026 to take advantage of that yearly trading floor deal that's going on right now for New Year's and for Christmas. CRUSH2026. Once you sign up, there will be instructions upon signing up. Make sure you follow those so we can link your Discord and give you access. Let's get it, guys. Talk to you later.